Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo's Unit of the Week. And today we are taking a look at the MI-8T attack helicopter for Finland. So during the early 60s, the Soviets started work on the Mi-8 transport helicopter because their previous transport helicopter, the Mi-4, was pretty damn crap. And well, they just kind of made it bigger and better, more transport capability, bigger engines, more firepower, all that good stuff. And originally, the Soviet military weren't interested at all with its helicopter design. They just didn't see the need for it until the Vietnam War, where they saw the effectiveness of the Americans transporting GIs back and forth through the front lines extremely fast with their Huey helicopters. And in '67, it finally entered service with the Soviet Air Force. Now, they made an awful bloody lot of these helicopters, 17,000 to be exact. And because this is the Soviet Union we're talking about here, and the good old Cold War was still on full effect, they exported these everywhere, bloody everywhere. This was a heavily, pretty much sold military helicopter. If you were friends with the Soviets, you probably got a few of these. And funnily enough, Finland was friendlier with the Soviets during the Cold War because they didn't want to get invaded. And they got a handful of these Mi-8T models from the Soviets and a few P models as well, like 10 to 20 in all, which isn't exactly a lot. Mainly just used for transport capabilities, but they've all been replaced by now, so rather anticlimactic. I also want to point out quickly that, of course, they had more than just internal machine guns on this. They managed to fit rings onto the side of the helicopter to put weapon pods on there, such as Gunpods, rocket pods, and in some cases anti-tank guided missiles for a little bit of extra oomph. In game, the Mi-8T is a 50-point Finnish helicopter with two weapons available to it. The first weapon being the GSH-23L, though it is actually two of these things on the helicopter, a 23mm autocannon with a range of ground of 1.5 kilometers, same on helicopters, 50% accuracy, 25% while moving, 2 AP, 1 HE, and a rate of fire of 2,500 rounds a minute. Overall, this is a pretty damn good autocannon on a helicopter. Extremely great rate of fire, so you're just gonna completely obliterate anything with a lot of bullets, good range, good accuracy, pretty much everything you want. I have found out that in USHO, the ammunition count, you do run out rather quickly, so you need to keep this thing resupplied. And secondly, we got our S-80FP 80mm rockets, with 40 of these available to the helicopter. Standard stuff of range of ground of 2.1 kilometers, 20% accuracy, half while moving, 2 HE and a rate of fire of 136 rounds a minute. And yeah, they're rockets. They blow stuff up, good for killing light targets, and of course, infantry. And if we pop down to some miscellaneous stats, no armor whatsoever, as it is just a scristy helicopter. It does make up for that with 8 HP. It is a rather big fella with poor eyesight. A speed of 280 kilometers an hour, which is pretty damn respectable for something this size. An autonomy of 550 kilometers. Year restricted 1973. It can pretty much be brought up in all type of decks, and of course it is a prototype. In battle, the Mi-8T, try saying that 5 times fast. I was about to do so, I'd be a little bit silly. It's a pretty damn good infantry support helicopter. The autocannon and rockets are pretty damn phenomenal, especially those autocannons. Just good stats all around. They will shred apart any infantry yet dare come close. And the rockets help you stun up the targets so the autocannons can do their justice. Now, the one main problem I find with this is that it runs out of ammunition rather fast. It's not great for staying over target for a long period of time. It can probably maybe shoot for 30 seconds to a minute at most, and then you have to bring it back to base for a little bit of R&R. And you may be thinking, yes, the Mi-25 is a better helicopter choice if you want an infantry support helicopter, but when you're playing Finland, you don't have that option. You only have this. But when coexisting with the TOW2 ATGM Little Bird thingy, these work extremely bloody well together. because the little bird stays a little bit back, blows up those heavy tanks, and this can go forward and deal with the softer targets and infantry. And just buy and run each will only cost you 100 points. Cheaper than an Apache, roughly the same price of Hind. And yeah, it's a good infantry support helicopter. It shoots up stuff. It shoots them up really well. Gunpods are always really cool. That's a plus run in my book. And it's a big Orca rail. We have decided to grow some teeth. And I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Rang Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.